How would you differentiate the voice of God from other voices inside your head? That person has a question that has a very hard time doing so. So what is the best way to differentiate that?
The reason why we have a hard time differentiating between the voice of God and our voices is because, our flesh speaks louder than the thin, still voice of God. Normally, we are used to operating and being led by, our five sense organs. And so, because we're used to using our eyes, we're used to using our ears, we're used to, following what we feel and our feelings and things like that. But when it comes to listening to the voice of God, it's a total departure from that. And you have to follow the still leading of your spirit. It doesn't have to be a voice. God doesn't speak to us through voices like you are hearing my voice now, because voices use physical ears, and God doesn't use physical ears to speak to us. He uses our spirit to speak to us. So you will just know, and because the first thing that God will use to speak to us is inward leading, inward conviction. You just know that you need to do it, and that is assurance of the Spirit. The second one is maybe peace. And the third one is intuition. You might not be able to explain in your mind, but you have a leading and an inclination that that's what you're supposed to do. And that is like still voice of the Holy Spirit. It's not a voice, but it's just like inclination. You just, are convinced that's what you're supposed to do. So, but for you to be able to quieten down the other voices, that's why we fast. We're encouraged to fast. When you fast, you reduce the influence of your flesh over your spirit. So, and that's why you are supposed to be reading the Bible and praying. When you pray and read the Bible, you strengthen the influence of your spirit man, so that your spirit man becomes stronger. And you have to, do things that will make your flesh have less power. That's through fasting, through feeding yourself less with all the things that control your mind, and that your ears that for things of the world. So you have to kind of dedicate yourself more to listening, to be inwardly oriented. We are supposed to be led inward out, not outside in. So you have to be the best friend of your spirit. You have to be your best friend from inside out. And that, it's an act, it's a habit that you have to develop, to look inside more for instruction rather than to look into your ears and your eyes or into environment around you.